Every man has his secret sorrows, which the world knows not. It's a later quote, of course, but it really seems to fit the world we find in this book, doesn't it?
It really does. You have this immense ambition, but underneath, well, so much vulnerability. It's a complex picture.
And that's what we want to explore today: the relationships, the power plays, the drive for survival within this really intricate setting.
This fascinating stuff.
Before we really jump in, just a quick note. If you want to explore these ideas even more, we have something called Mindful Moments over on our YouTube channel.
Right. It uses AI analysis to look at books like this one.
Exactly. The idea is to get you thinking, reflecting on the themes and characters in a different way, encouraging that critical thinking.
A great companion piece. So where should we start? The personal and political seem so tightly woven together right from the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels very modern in that way, actually. Private lives playing out on this huge public stage.
Yeah.
Let's maybe start with Thomas Cromwell's background. The book gives hints, doesn't it, about his early life. His father, quite harsh, it seems.
There's that violence, that roughness of Putney, which seems worlds away from where he ends up.
And that scene, I found it really powerful when he gets injured as a boy.
Oh, yes.
His mother, Kat, rushes to him, but his father, Morgan, he just watches, almost detached.
Completely. And that difference in reaction, it's stark, isn't it? It tells you a lot about that family dynamic.
And Morgan's thought, that recurring line, I wonder what I've married into.
It's not just about his wife, Kat, is it? It feels broader. Like he senses these currents, these complexities in the family he doesn't quite get.
A sort of displacement.
Yeah. And you have to think exposure to that sort of thing early on must have shaped Cromwell's own understanding of people, of relationships.
No doubt. So then he moves into these circles of power. We meet Cardinal Wolsey.
Right. And that first impression at Esher, it's almost, theatrical, isn't it?
It is. The grandeur is sort of fading, and you immediately see how much he relies on Cromwell.
Totally dependent.
Yeah.
And the anxiety is palpable. Underneath it all, worrying about the king, worrying about Anne Boleyn.
It really highlights how fragile power can be.
Absolutely. Wolsey's position hinges entirely on Henry, on keeping the king happy. And Anne Boleyn, she completely changes that equation.
And Cromwell sees it. He's watching her. That line about her eyes.
Oh, the shiny black beads go click, click.
Yes. As she looks him up and down and decides what use can be got out of him.
It's brilliant. It perfectly captures that calculated nature of the court. Everyone is assessing everyone else's value constantly.
And while all this personal drama is happening, you have these huge world events intruding.
Like the sack of Rome.
Exactly. And the Pope being imprisoned, suddenly things happening far away have this massive impact on Henry's his matrimonial cause.
It's a stark reminder of how interconnected everything was. Global politics crashing into personal desires. The Pope's predicament, largely thanks to Charles V.
Catherine's nephew.
Right. It directly limits Henry's options, which just puts Wolsey in an even tougher spot.
Making his position even more precarious.
And that vulnerability comes through. That quiet moment with Cromwell. Thomas, I am not ready to meet God.
Chilling. It shows the human fear behind the power, doesn't it? When it all starts slipping away.
It really does. Even the most powerful feel that fear.
But it's not all high politics. The book weaves in these really quite moving personal moments for Cromwell, too.
Yes, the contrast is important.
His worry for his wife, Liz, during the plague. You feel that anxiety. And then his grief when she dies. It's profound.
It is. And that description of her after death.
She looks like the dead. She looks fearless and as if she could judge you.
It stays with you. It's such a striking image.
These glimpses, they really humanize him, don't they? Beyond the strategist, beyond the politician.
They absolutely do. They show a depth, a capacity for feeling that maybe informs his other actions too. Thinking about his family's past, that promise he made to his father.
Right. It suggests maybe it's not just ambition driving him. Maybe it's about legacy, too. Reshaping things.
Could be. It adds another layer. So how does he manage to climb so high in this, frankly, dangerous environment?
His methods are interesting. Very pragmatic.
Focused on results. Making people rich, as the book puts it.
Yes. And his approach to the monasteries, for example. Practical, not ideological, it seems. And he's just incredibly adept at managing relationships.
He understands leverage, doesn't he? He knows how to make himself useful, indispensable, especially to the king.
He's not just grabbing power. He's facilitating other people's ambition.
Exactly. Look at his dealings with More or Norfolk. He reads them so well. He anticipates what they want, what the king wants, and he acts.
Even when it involves, let's say, morally gray areas.
Oh, absolutely. That's often the price of survival and advancement in that world.
But serving someone like Henry VIII, it's inherently risky. The volatility is always there.
Always. Norfolk's worries about the succession, they underline that constant danger.
And the king's obsession with Anne just throws more fuel on the fire.
It destabilizes everything.
Yeah.
Especially for someone like Wolsey, trying desperately to manage the situation.
The contrast between how Mary Boleyn and Anne are presented is interesting, too.
Mary seems perhaps more pawn than player sometimes, whereas
Anne is laser-focused, strategic, ambitious.
Undeniably. And Wolsey's attempts to, well, navigate the king's infatuation ultimately lead to his downfall.
The whole annulment process, it unfolds like a masterclass in political maneuvering.
Intrigue at every level. You see Catherine's perspective, the Pope's constraints, all these figures reacting and scheming.
And Cromwell is right in the thick of it. He seems acutely aware of the risks involved.
He has to be. It's like walking a tightrope. He's brilliant, a master strategist, no doubt. But survival in that court often demanded compromises.
Outmaneuvering rivals by any means necessary.
That awareness of danger, it's a constant hum beneath the surface of the narrative.
And as the story moves forward, you start to feel this sense of unease, don't you? A kind of foreboding.
Definitely. Things feel like they're building towards something. Even small moments seem to carry weight.
Like the incident with Master Patch. Sexton the Fool.
Yes. It feels symbolic somehow. Significant beyond the immediate event.
And Henry's dream about his brother, Arthur.
Right. And Cromwell's interpretation of it for the king. That shows his skill, doesn't it? Understanding Henry's psychology, using narrative, using persuasion.
It's not just about facts or logic. It's about understanding belief, fears, insecurities.
And leveraging them. That's
Yeah.
a key part of his influence.
So we've touched on quite a bit here. The complexities of power, how fragile loyalty can be, that constant fight for survival.
It's a rich tapestry. And these themes, they still resonate, don't they?
They really do. Now, if you found this conversation interesting and want to explore more, remember you can check out Mindful Moments on our YouTube channel.
That AI-powered analysis we mentioned, great for sparking more thought. And of course, our podcasts have many other conversations delving into compelling stories.
Absolutely. These narratives offer so much insight into human nature, into power dynamics that, well, they never really go away.
Enduring complexities.
So if you enjoyed our discussion, please do subscribe, maybe share it with others who might find it interesting. And if you're inclined to read the book yourself, there's a link in the show notes. Purchasing through it helps support us doing more of these analyses.
We appreciate that support.
And finally, just a thought to leave you with. In our own time, with all its changes, its information overload, its competing interests, how do we navigate ambition and loyalty? How do we stay true to our values when the pressures mount?
It's a question that echoes right down through history, doesn't it? Something to keep thinking about.